Why, hello there. My name is Mrs. Elke and welcome to Elke Art. Thanks so much for joining me on my channel where I share all kinds of fun art ideas, tips, tutorials, and step-by-step how to draw and paint like I am today. Today we are on vacation mode. We're thinking about maybe a place that we would like to go, a trip that we would like to take. I don't know about you, but I love going on vacations. I love to travel all over the United States and other places in the world as well. So for this project today, I'm thinking, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What do I want to see? Am I going with a friend? Am I going with my family? Where am I going? What am I doing? And then I'm going to go ahead and draw the things I am bringing on my vacation. So we're going to start off with our car, and then piled up high on our car are all the things that we want to take with us on our trip. So follow along, and I cannot wait to see what you draw on yours. I'm starting with just a plain white piece of paper and a Sharpie. Feel free to use a pencil if you would like. And I'm going to go ahead and start by making some circles toward the bottom of my page. Now I could just freehand draw some circles, or if you've got something around that is a circular shape, you can always use that to help trace a circle. So I have this little bottle here that looks like it would be a good size for me to trace. So I'm going to go ahead and trace my circles as well. Like a bottle top would be good for this, or maybe a smaller cup would be good too, whatever you have lying around. So I'm tracing 2 circles towards the bottom of my paper. And I'm going to go ahead and connect my 2 circles with a horizontal line. Then I'm going to add a little line on the outside of the circles as well. One of them is a little bit longer than the other one. Next, I'm going to go up just a little bit on both. And I'm going to add kind of a rectangular shape for a bumper. This is a bumper for my car on the front and the back. Next, I want to start bringing my line up just a little bit on the front and the back. The front's going to curve over a little bit above where the wheel is. I'm going to add a little light on the front and the back just above the bumper. And then I want to decide about where I want my car to stop. So where's the top of my car going to be? I think I want mine right about here. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the top to the back and also to the front. Notice I used a diagonal line on both. Now I can't see out of my car, so I do need to add some windows. So I'm going to start with a horizontal line for the bottom of the windows. I want 1 window in the front and 1 window in the back for this car. And then I'm going to add the rest of the window by using vertical lines in the middle of the car. And then the windows kind of follow the outside line, so they go right next to the outside line. Now you can tell this is not a very realistic looking car. It's kind of more of a cartoon looking car, which is just fine for this project. Feel free to get a little fancier if you want something more realistic for your car. I'm adding some door handles. I also am going to add some circles inside of the wheels for the hubcaps of the car. And I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. All right, now I need to decide where I'm going. where am I gonna take my vacation to? Am I gonna go to the mountains? Am I gonna go to the beach? Am I gonna go to hiking somewhere, to a big city? What might I bring on my adventure? So right now I'm thinking maybe something tropical. So the first thing I'm putting on my car is a surfboard, maybe, or a boogie board, something that would be fun, a standing paddle board that I can take to the water, maybe the ocean even, or the lake, either one. I'm also going to bring some suitcases with some belongings in them. So I'm going to make 2 rectangles for my suitcases that are kind of balanced on the board. This is kind of going to be a balancing act here with my drawing. So what can I balance on top of this car? And it is kind of a cartoony thing, so we can go pretty extreme here with the balancing act. And feel free to put a couple things in that might be a kind of crazy too. Why not? All right, I got my luggage, my suitcases. Next I need maybe a beach umbrella. So I'm gonna make the top of the umbrella, and I'm gonna do a line that goes right down the middle and add a couple of wavy lines here for the bottom of the umbrella since it's all folded up. And I'm gonna connect those back to the top, and then add the very bottom of the umbrella that goes into the sand. And I'll add a couple other lines to show the different sections of the umbrella. All right, what else do I need here on my trip? Maybe I need like a sleeping bag or a beach mat, so that's gonna be kind of rolled up here. And maybe I could use another bag that's full of some toys or supplies. Maybe it has some sunscreen in it, maybe some shovels, maybe some food. I don't know, whatever I want to try to balance in on the top part of my car. I'm going to fill it with things, maybe just some basic shapes for now. Maybe it has a beach towel in it, some bags of goodies, some snacks. And then let's see, maybe I need one more bag on top of that for my extra clothes or things that I want to bring. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you want to add to the top of your car. Now you could go wild and crazy too and have animals up there or crazy foods up there. Whatever you want to bring on your wild vacation. So think about where you're going, think about what you might want to add. I'm gonna add a nice blow up inflatable toy on the top so I can be lounging in the water. Maybe it's gonna be one of those big flamingo floaties, so I'll make a little flamingo head on the side here just for fun. So yeah, have fun with this. Get creative. What can you add to the top of your vacation car? Now, before I color in my car with all of the stuff, I'm going to add a little bit of an idea of a background too. I also need to connect these things to my car with some rope. So I'm just going to use some lines that connect to the top of my car. Hopefully that will hold it all up. You can add extra rope if you need to. I'm going to add a background first before I start coloring. So my car is going to be on the road, so I'm going to make a line that goes a little bit above the tires so it looks like the car is driving on a road. And then maybe I'll make kind of a little hill or something behind the car. And then maybe I'll make the water off in the distance. We're getting close to the water so we can see it. There's a little bit of land between us and the water. We just have to go down to the beach and find a good parking spot. So we're almost there. All right, I think that's looking good. Kept it simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and color, and you can see I'm speeding up the coloring a little bit so that you get the idea of the different colors I want to do. I'm just using these Arteza colored pencils to color mine in. I like these because they're nice and bright, and as you can see, I've got a lot of different colors to use, and I'm just picking some fun bright colors to fill in all of the different things that I have piled onto my car. Now you could also add people in your car. I chose to just do the windows, but if you want to decide who's in your car and add some faces hanging out of those windows, you could totally do that as well. I mean, it really has all kinds of different options here as to what you want to do, and I hope you let those creative juices flow and make this project your own. It's a fun one to really get creative and have a good time with coming up with ideas and things that you could add to the top of your car. So I'm going to continue coloring. I want to get all of this filled in with some nice bright color, and then when I am all finished, I will show you how it is coming together so that you can see the final look for my little car on vacation. All right, you can see I have added some color. I'm just putting the last finishing touches here on a couple things that I still have that are white on my paper. I'm trying to stay inside of the lines here as I am coloring all of these areas. I've got the background filled in as well, and there you have it. My little car ready for vacation is all set and ready to go. Thanks so much for joining me today on Elke Art. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe down below. See you next time.